What's up guys, and welcome to this tutorial. Today you will learn the song Waymaker by Sinach on guitar. I will guide you through the song in segments, step by step, so that with patience, even a beginner can learn this wonderful song. My name is Silas, and I help Christian guitarists master their favorite songs on fingerstyle guitar. Before we get started, let's look at what you will be able to play by the end of this tutorial. Okay, so now that you've seen and heard what you're going to learn today, let's get into the tutorial. So for this tutorial, we're going to place our capo onto the second fret. So that's 1, 2. And we're going to name the strings, as usual, standard tuning: low E string, A string, D string, G string, B string, and high E string. And the frets are going to be a number, so fret number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for example, if I say press down the G string on the second fret, 1, 2, G string, this one, that's what I mean. By the way, there are timestamps in the description, so if you want to navigate through the video and you want to skip through to the verse or the chorus, you can do that. If you don't want to learn the intro. But for those who want to learn the intro, let's get started. Okay, so this was the intro, and let's get into it. So we're starting off by pressing down the A string on the 3rd fret. This is the first note that we're going to play. And after this, this is probably the wrong position. Start with using your middle finger. And then we're going to use our ring finger and our pinky finger to press down the B string and the high E string. So the bottom 2 strings on the 3rd fret, and the and the A string on the 3rd fret, like this. And we start off by plucking the A string, and after that we pluck the bottom 2 strings twice, like this. So, and after this we stay in this position and we just pluck the B string, so the 2nd string from the bottom, on its own, like this. So, and after this we play 3 strings together, we stay in the same position, and then we play the A string, the B string, and the high E string, all 3 strings together, like this. And if you want to, you can roll it a bit like this. And after that, we play the bottom 2 strings alone, without the A string. And then we play the high E string on the 3rd fret, like we keep it the same way and we play it twice. Now this sounds confusing if you play it like slowly, but if you put it in context, it makes sense. So let's play it from the start. I'll play it slowly. Like this. And then we end off with playing the B string once again. All while keeping the same position. And after this, we're going to move our our middle finger up to the low E string, to the 3rd fret on the low E string, like this. And then we're going to play the low E string on the 3rd fret together with the bottom 2 strings that we're already holding down here. So the B string and the high E string. 3 strings, right? We're going to play them all together. And after this, we play the bottom 2 strings again on their own. And then low E string on its own. And then bottom 2 strings again on its own. And then we play the B string alone. And then we're going to play all 3 strings again, like this. Again, it sounds confusing. If you play it slowly, let's put it in context. So, after playing this, and then B string, and then middle finger up 1, like this. I'm just gonna play the part we just learned once more, slowly. Take your time, you can stop the video and just practice this. And then we're in this position, right? And then we're going to play the high E string on the 3rd fret, right? And we're going to do a slide onto the 5th fret. So, like this. Do a slide. Then pluck the 5th fret. And do another slide onto the 7th fret. So basically move up 2 frets each. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So like this. And immediately after that, we go back to the 5th fret. Like this. Play it once, and after that, play the D string open. Like this. So from the start. And after this, we play the 7th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 5th fret again, with a slide to the 7th fret. And then 3rd fret. And then we ended with the E minor chord. So you can press down the the A string on the 2nd fret and the D string on the 2nd fret, like this. And then you're going to end this part So you're going to play both E strings, the low and the high E string, open. And you can press down an E minor basically, so you're going to play the A string on the 2nd fret and the D string on the 2nd fret. And like I said, low E string together with the high E string, followed by the D string on the 2nd fret, G string open, oh sorry, this was the D string, G string open, B string open. And if you put this all together, it should sound like this. And this was already the intro. And if you succeeded in learning the intro, let's get to the verse. So let's get to the verse. We're starting off by playing the B string, the 2nd string from the bottom, open, and we're going to do a hammer on onto the 3rd fret. So 3rd, 1, 2, 3, this one, and we're doing a hammer on like this. So we pluck the note open and then hammer on onto the 3rd fret, followed by the high E string open like this. And after that we go into a C shape. So we're playing the A string on the 3rd fret, the D string on the 2nd fret, and the B string on the 1st fret. And we're playing the A string, followed by the G string, followed by the B string. So, like this. And after this, we're going to play the high E string 3 times open, like this. And after this, we play the B string on the 3rd fret and B string open. So from the start. And after this, we play the low E string on the 3rd fret, this one, and we play it once, followed by the D string open, followed by the G string open, followed by the D string open again, and ending with the low E string again. So very simple, right? Like this. And after this, we play the G string open once, right? And then we play the B string on the 3rd fret. So, and then we play the G string open again. And then we play the G string on the 2nd fret, like this. And we play it once, followed by the low E string on the 2nd fret. I would recommend using your thumb to play it. If you want, you can also play it like this, but this is just easier for me personally. So the low E string on the 2nd fret once. Keep your middle finger on the G string, because you'll use it right now again. So after playing the low E string on the 2nd fret, you're going to play the D string open, G string, which we have on the 2nd fret, right? And D string again. And then ending with the low E string on the 2nd fret. So, like this. I might be a bit fast, so just take your time to pause the video and just repeat it, maybe watch it in half speed or something. And then after this, we play the G string open, B string open, G string open again, and then we go into the E minor shape again. So, like I said, A string on the 2nd fret and D string on the 2nd fret, and we're going to play the low E string together with the D string on the 2nd fret, like this, together. And after this, we just play the A string on the 2nd fret, D string on the 2nd fret, A string again, low E string, like this. So the last part. And this was already the entire verse, and basically what you do is you just play this twice and then you basically have the verse. So congratulations. Let's get to the chorus. So this is the chorus. We're starting off by playing the G string open 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And then we go into a C position. So low E, the A string on the 3rd fret, D string on the 2nd fret, like this. And then we play, after playing the G string open 3 times, we play the A string on the 3rd fret, and then we play the D string and the G string together, like this. And we do this twice. So and after this, we lift our ring finger and we play the D string open, like this. Only once, and then immediately close it again, and then we play 3 strings together. That's the A string, the D string and the G string in the C shape, right? In this chord shape. All 3 strings together like this. And then we again play the D string together with the G string like we did earlier. So just 2 strings now, not 3 strings, just 2 strings. And we play this 3 times. Like this. So again, from the start. Lift ring finger, middle finger. And after this, we play the D string open again. So lift your ring finger, middle finger again. And then we switch, we go up with our ring finger from the A string to the low E string. And we play the low E string on the 3rd fret together with the D string and the G string open, like this. And immediately after this, we play the G string open twice, and then D string. So, and then after this, we play again the low E string together with the G string and the D string. Roll it again, like all 3 strings together. And then we play the G string open, And then we do a hammer on with our middle finger onto the second fret of the G string. So, like this. And immediately after this, we play the B string open once, and keep your middle finger on the G string, by the way, so you can pluck it now again. So, like this. And after this, we again play the low E string on the second fret. I like to use my thumb, like I said. Play it once, and it's followed by B string open, G string second fret, G string open, G string second fret again, B string open, G string open, and then E minor chord shape that we had again with the low E string open and the D string on the second fret. And we end this with A string second fret, D string second fret, A string second fret, and low E string. So let's just look at the last part. And this was already the chorus. I know I'm a bit fast, but you can just, like I said, pause the video and take your time. Now, in the original, the song is the chorus is a bit longer because it's just the same thing that we just learned, but like twice. So you can just, if you do a playthrough of this song, you just play it one more time. Now, I like to do a chorus variation like you saw at the playthrough, where basically I just put the intro that we had at the end again. Like with the intro, I mean this part. So the chorus, but like higher, you know. I like to do this at the end of the song. And if you want to see the transition, how to get there, that's what we're going to cover in the next segment. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the transition looks a bit different than the intro, right? The intro starts like this. But we want to do a transition from the normal chorus, which ends like this. And then we're going to play the high E string on the third fret. Twice. And that was it. That's the transition. And then we go to the chorus. Oh, sorry. So we play it. So yeah, that was basically already it. It was just 2 notes, but these are like very notable, you know, in the original. Like not the original, but the one where the most famous cover where Leland sings the song. So I thought it was important to put it in. I'm glad you made it to the end of the song. I'm glad that you took your time to practice this song, and I encourage you to keep practicing so that you get the right speed and the harmony into your playing. If this tutorial helped you, there are a lot more like this on the way, and if you don't want to miss them, I'd really recommend subscribing to the channel, because also by doing that you really support my work, and it shows that the work I'm doing actually helps people, and it gives this channel purpose. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time we learn a song together.